Smile. Exhale it out with a sigh. And we'll take a full body stretch. Let's start warming up the body. We're going to stretch, point the toes away, stretch the hands up overhead, back of the hands on the grass, and stretch the fingers in the opposite direction. And we're going to give ourselves a wee hug. We'll bring one knee at a time in towards the chest. Give yourself a hug. You've got the option to bring the head up off the floor here and really squeeze the nose towards the knees. And we'll take another full body stretch. Lengthen the whole body here. Inhale. And our exhale takes us to our wee hug. Both knees drawn towards the chest. An option to lift the head and shoulders. We're going to take one more. Big stretch. Breathe in. Point the toes, point the feet. Maybe you want to just take it a little bit of a kind of side stretch here, as if you were climbing a rope, you know, like one hand a little bit further and then the next hand a little bit further. Just stretching through the sides. And then a big hug. Lovely. If you want to go from side to side here, get the option just to find a bit of movement through the lower back. Okay, we're going to come to a comfortable seated position. You've got two options here. All right, so listen or watch first option. So first option is always just rolling to the side, using your hands to help you come up. Gem's on the second option. Nobody else listened. You know, like in standing posture. Amanda did. Second option is a rock and roll. Gem is already just having the time of her life. Rocking and rolling. Okay, massaging the spine.
So much nicer on the grass than it is on
like on a hard floor, yeah. All right, and then finally when you come up, we're in a seated position. All right, we're going to cross the legs. Want to give your legs a wee shake first, that's all good. Nope. And we'll cross the legs. We'll bring the if your right side, your dominant side, bring the left foot forward. See how that feels. So we'll get the option just for a Sukhasana, which is your simple cross-legged position, where the feet are further crossed over to the opposite side. Or if you want to kind of take it from the hip, we can open the hips a little bit more and bring the feet closer to the centre point and allowing the knees to relax, whatever's more comfortable. Finding a nice tall spine. So that's the tailbone moving towards the floor. Belly button gently pulling it in and up. Sternum's gently lifting up. Chest open, open, open. Feel the collarbones relaxing and almost like they're separating here. Feel the shoulders relax. Back of the neck is long with the chin slightly tucked. And we've got a soft gaze, or eyes can be closed, either or. And let's take a wee breath to connect with this nice, comfortable seated posture. I'm going to bring the fingertips to the side and then flip the palms towards the sky. We'll inhale, take a stretch up with the hands. And as we exhale, we're going to twist to the side. Hands come down. I'm twisting to the right side, so my right hands came to the floor behind me, and the left hand just to rest on the right thigh. Chest is open, shoulders are back and down. You can start in other directions, all right? We're going to go both sides. So we inhale, come back to center with the hands overhead, and then exhale, twist to the other side. Bringing the hands down, one hand to the floor behind you, and one hand to rest on the opposite knee or thigh. All right, keep it going with your breath. Inhale up. Exhale down and twist. Inhales are up, exhales, hands come down and we twist. All right, keep it going a little bit more. Inhale, center, exhales, twisting, chest open, shoulders back and down. Just checking in if you're thinking about, keep the movement going. If you're just thinking about your shoulders, want to keep them in line. So when we come down, like one isn't up, or down, just trying to keep the shoulders in a nice parallel position, like in line with each other. Beautiful. Relaxing the thighs and the knees. All right, next time you come to the side, we're going to hold for 3 counts. Okay, open in the chest. You can look to the side. You can look all the way over the shoulder. Just watch you don't start to kind of move around with the shoulders. We want them up and open. And breathe in. Good, good. Big breaths. And we'll come back to centre. Inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, we'll come to other side and we'll take 3 breaths here. Chest open. Abs gently engaged, so the belly button's just always kind of just pulling in gently towards the spine. Come back to centre, bring the hands up overhead. I'm just going to shake the hands down. Get a bit of movement in there. You can add in the elbows and the shoulders. And we'll just gently bring the legs out to a straight position, stretched out in front, and give them a good shake. Tap and tapping, you can give the legs a rub, give the feet a rub as well if it feels nice. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to bring the feet together, the soles of the feet together. Feet can be as far from your hips as you like, or as close as you like, all right? If you're starting to bring them in a bit closer, you can kind of walk the butt a wee bit closer. And we're looking for a tall spine here. So you may be in this kind of hunched up position just to kind of get into a comfortable position with the hips and the knees. And then we're going to lift the chest up. So you can grab the feet, you can grab the toes, the kind of mid part of the feet, you can grab the ankles, you can also just grab the shins here. If you've got short arms like me. All right, so the chest is nice and up and open. And we're using the elbows, if we can, just to open the hips a little bit more. We can do a little bit of rocking here as well. We're just focusing on opening the hips. Lovely. We'll go for some knees up and down and come back to a central position. All the while, just thinking about how that feels in the lower back and just kind of trying to find some more space through the lower back. Beautiful. All right, we'll release that movement. We'll just bring the legs forward once again and give them a good stretch. Any massaging or rubbing that kind of feels nice in the lower parts of the body there. All right, we're going to come to a hurdle. So I'm going to open up with my right leg and the left foot's going to come in towards the inner thigh there. What we're going to do is we're going to twist to the side. All right, so we're now not facing our front, which was here. We're going to open up the chest towards the right leg and the right foot. Foot's flexed, a little bit of activation there. We're not just kind of leaving the foot hanging, so we're activating the foot. Activate your foot. Okay, we'll take an inhale. Use the fingers to help you, the hands to help you. Inhale, lift the chest up. And then exhale. We're hinging from the hips here, not the waist, but the hips. So we're thinking about someone pulling you forward here from the chest to come forward as far as we can and then release down. Taking a lovely stretch for the back line of the right leg and also for the lower back. And again, we're just looking to find a bit of space in that lower back. If you want to give your back a rub here, you can give your back a rub and just come into wherever's comfortable. We'll take another couple of breaths here. Relax the shoulders, the neck, and the face. Beautiful. And let's roll it back up. And we're going to change sides. All right, so extend the left leg and the right foot comes into the inside of the thigh. So the front is no longer the front. The left is the front. Okay, so we're going to twist the torso to face the left leg. Foot's engaged, and use the hands, just push into the hands to help lift the chest up and find a really, yeah, lovely, just saw everyone go bloop, nice tall spine. And then think about someone pulling like your top from the chest, that it's pulling you forward to try keep length through the spine first, and then relax. When you feel you can't go any further, take a few breaths here, feeling that space through the right hip area, the right lower back. Breathing deeply. I was trying to relax the shoulders, the arms. And again, you can give yourself your lower back a wee rub here if it's feeling a bit icky. And then we'll gently roll it up. Beautiful. All right, we'll just give the legs a wee shake in the centre. And we'll go for a straddle. All right, so legs are open. Don't have to be open insanely wide, just to wherever's more comfortable. If you have the legs open and you're feeling that you're rolling back in your hip, then use the block to sit up on there. Okay, so if you lift the hips up a little bit, it's just more comfortable for the spine. I think you'll be all right there. And then another option is just bending the knees a little bit as well. Okay, so just come into the position that's comfortable here. And again, with the hands, we're going to bring, so first of all, feet, activate the feet, rotate the feet, just open a little bit. So we're starting to feel that stretch already in the inside of the legs. And then you can use the hands, push into the hands to lift the chest up first, get nice and tall, and then we can walk it forward. Again, think about someone tugging the front part of your t-shirt here to pull you forward, trying to maintain nice length through the spine. And we'll take a few breaths. If you want to take any support for the elbows, the forearms, or just the hands here, maybe the head, if your neck's a little bit, you can get your head in here. And we're just breathing, stretching it out. Just trying to find some space through the lower back, through the hips. Last breath here. And we'll gently come back up. Take your time and use your hands to help you. Bring your hands to the back of the knees, bringing the legs in there, and give them a good wee shake once again. Come this way. Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to bring the hands, fingers spread super wide, hands come back, fingertips facing forward, hands a little bit further back, fingertips, yes, fingertips and really open, really open. Anytime the hands are on the floor, they're big to spread out the weight through the hands. And then they're going to be a wee bit further back than your shoulders. Bend the legs, bring the feet to the floor, hip width apart. Push into the hands and lift the chest up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together so you can get a stretch through the arms, and we're opening the chest here. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely. You can look forward, you can look up to the sky. If you fancy it, can sometimes feel a little bit vulnerable through the heart, the throat chakra. We just be allowing the head to hang. See how that feels. Choose the best option for yourself. Lovely. Lifting the head back up to a neutral position. We'll take an inhale, centre, exhale, drop the legs to the right and look to the left. And we'll go again. Inhale, centre, drop the legs to the left and look to the right. A few more of those. Take your time. Enjoy massaging the glutes here. And again, our focus is just looking for space through the lower back, looking for space through the hips. Lovely. Next time we come back to centre, you can just take the weight off the hands there and give them a wee shake. I'm so glad we've got the breeze today. It's lovely. Beautiful day for yoga in the park. Alrighty, right, we're going to bring the weight onto the hands for downward dog. So a lot of us maybe haven't done it for a while, so bring your left hand just to hold the right, just above the right wrist. And we'll do some circles. So make a fist with the right hand, and circles with the right wrist. And we'll go in the opposite direction. Lovely, let's change hands. And change direction. Give the hands a good shake. All right, let's stretch out in downward dog. Okay, so before we're coming up to our standing sequence today. Okay, hands on the floor, super wide, super wide. And we're bringing the shoulders, well, you can bring the shoulders over the wrists or a little bit further back is okay. So first of all, just check everything's in line. All the joints are in line. So your wrists are in line with your knees and your ankles are also in line there as well. We're going to tuck the toes, engage your abs so the belly button's pulling in towards the spine. We're quite strong here. Lift the knees up, push your hips backwards as much as you can. And then lift the tailbone up to the sky. You can keep a nice bend in the knees here. And then in the downward dog, let's just check. All right, so the hands are spread wide, the weight's even through the hands. Shoulders are away from your ears. Shoulders away from the ears. Trying to relax the neck there. So just relax your neck. Relax, relax, relax. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to find a wee bit more space. That's it, that's it. Now, don't bend your knees anymore. Don't bend, no. Leave, don't anymore, right? Okay, no, sorry. But give them hips up. So bring your tailbone up. That's it. And now, there we go. That's it. Now, try straightening your legs a bit. A little bit more. There we go. This is what we're kind of looking for this here, is stretch through the back. All right, and the head again. Relax. There we go. Awesome. All right, abs are engaged, chest is open, legs are active. Pretend you're squeezing a block between the thighs. Engage the legs and the glutes. We'll take another breath here. And we'll release down to a child pose. Knees down. Going to bring your big toes together and then the knees wide to take a extended child pose here, because we're looking for that space. Hips move backwards and then the chest and the forehead move towards the floor. Don't worry if you don't get there. We're just aiming to relax them down. If you want, you can bring a support under your chest, you can bring a support under your head, and also you can bring your arms to the block as well. Okay, so just finding a position that feels comfortable here. Finding a position that allows you just to relax. Big deep breaths. Breathing in. Breathing out, relax the face and the chest and shoulders. It's really important to take those postures between those relaxing, restorative postures where we can rest, between more active postures. All right, we're going to gently come back up to an upright position. Take your time, use your hands to help you to walk the hands towards the legs, bringing the chest up. Give the hands a wee shake and we're going to come back to a downward dog. Alrighty, so we've got our hands, checking we're in line, engaging the abs, tucking the toes. Inhale, lift the knees up. Exhale, push the hips backwards and then lift them up to the sky. Straightening your legs as much as you can, just allowing, thinking about the heels being heavy. Your heels are heavy. Relax the head and neck. Look for that space between the shoulders. Space between the shoulders. Fingers spread wide. There we go. Breathing deeply, relaxing the neck. Legs and glutes active. Not much relaxing going on in this posture, apart from your neck. Righty. And we'll drop down to our child's pose. You can go for the same option, extended child's pose with the knees open, or if you prefer, come into a full child's pose this time. The legs are together, hips go back, and the body just falls over the legs. If you're feeling a bit tight and you're not in that position, you can always, always, always use a block to support you here, block to support you here, anywhere. Wherever you are, you're relaxed, you're releasing tension, and you are breathing, breathing, breathing deeply, breathing in through the nose. And choosing to exhale through the nose or through the mouth. Breathing in. Breathing out. Releasing any tension, any stiff bits. Physically, mentally, letting it go. Beautiful. We're going to come back up again. Take your time to lift the torso up. And just a wee breath in this upright position. Take a wee moment here to check in with the body, checking in with the lower back and the hips. You can even do that with a little bit of movement. How are they feeling now compared to while you were walking here? Alrighty, another D-dog. We're going to stand up this time from it, alright? And stretch the sides out as well. So, getting ready for one more downward dog. Fingers super wide, hands on the floor, checking we're in line. Get that space between the shoulders and the ears. Engage the ab, chest open. Tucking the toes, knees come up. Exhale, hips back. And then lift the tailbone up towards the sky. All right, well, at the time we're going to drop one heel down and one heel up. And then one heel down and one heel up. All right, just check in with the shoulders, check in with your neck. Beautiful. Okay, coming back to both heels gently moving towards the floor. We're going to step the right foot behind the left. Step your right foot behind the left. Lower your right heel. Lift the left heel and open the torso to the right side. Looking for space. You right? We go. Looking for space through the right hip, the lower back, the right side body, through the ribs, the chest. Coming back to center. Take a breath. And then we'll step the left foot behind the right. Left foot steps behind your right. Left heel comes down. Right heel lifts up. Open your chest and your whole torso towards the left side. Looking for that space through the left side of the body. So for lifting the left hip up, try lift your left hip up to the sky. Yeah, that good. Come back to center. Taking a breath. And we're going to move forward. We're going to bend the knees, look forward. You can step, hop, walk, skip, dance, whatever you're feeling like today. We're coming to a forward fold. Feet hip width apart. The weight's in the heels, not the toes, so push the hips back and allow the head just to fall here. Alrighty, we have got the option to take your elbows with opposite hand and just sway a little bit from side to side, looking for that space. Looking for space through the lower back. Lovely. We'll release the hands. And then while we're here, we'll just do a couple of wee neck rolls. Just rolling the head, neck from side to side, or excuse me, each side in circles. We'll release that. And then we'll gently stand up. Before we stand up, think about squeezing a block between your thighs. Engage your glutes and your legs. And then start to push the feet into the floor and really activate the thighs there as we come up to a standing posture. Lovely. If you want to take a few circles with the hips, any kind of movement that feels nice here. A couple of wee helicopters. You guys all right? Good, good? Let me know if you're all good. If you're not all good. Yeah. Just upset to be standing now. All right, let's come into our mountain pose. Hi there. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, relax your face, neck and shoulders. Get yourself into a space where you can take off your shoes, take off your socks, and get your feet in the grass. Now, notice how I've said, get your feet in the grass. Bring your awareness to your toes, all your toes, every part of both your feet. Bring your awareness to the temperature of the grass. Really feel the difference between the big toes, the wee toes, front of the feet, back of the feet. Really enjoy getting your feet in the grass and feeling the grass between your toes. Close your eyes. Take another big, beautiful deep breath here. And exhale, release. Open your eyes. All right, right now, how do you feel? How do you feel right now after, 20, 30 seconds of an intentional pause? Feeling good, I hope. Feeling a bit calmer, feeling a bit more centered and connected. So I hear you ask, what is an intentional pause? So it's pretty much stopping, pausing through your day and creating a bit of space and time for yourself. Using your senses, using your breath to really connect with your space, connect with yourself, and just create much needed space in the day so that you're making the best decisions for yourself. All right, not quite sure what to do? Well, listen, I've got you covered. Don't know where the button is, wherever it is, click on it and download today, right now, your free 8-minute guided intentional pause. I cannot wait to hear how it makes you feel. Take care of yourself today.